You really want to like keep in mind that is supposed to write this when you feel the life
in New Jersey. on um,
I think we're starting.
Hey, welcome everybody to this United States Cup match. We have a losers bracket match for you. This is our last losers bracket match of the first stage. We are with Iowa versus New Jersey, and this is the 17th versus 18th seed here.
Yeah, honestly, two teams here that made it a little bit farther into the tournament than their seed shows. This one should be honestly pretty evenly matched between the two. Very tough matchups afterwards, though. The winner of this one does have to go on to play SoCal, so both of these teams are going to have pretty rough brackets ahead of them if they manage to win.
I will say I do think that if the winner of this match does like put up a good fight against SoCal in the next round, like I'd say that's a pretty good standard for these teams to meet.
I would say so, especially after SoCal's performance yesterday. They just looked completely unstoppable. But I guess we are just waiting for the teams to get into the warm-ups here. In the meantime, we do have both the teams. On the side of Iowa, we've got Revo, Mode, Lulzep, Leebs, Gus, GH, and Quanhater. And on the side of New Jersey, we've got Miles, Siru, Yoshi Lover, Dane, Water, and SXL. And what do you think of potential strengths and weaknesses for these two teams?
Yeah, I'm really looking at Miles and Siru, two of the higher ranked players in this match overall. Just looking for them to go into those more skill cap picks and maybe try and look at those mechanics types picks like a Nomad 2, a Nomad 1, a Hard Rock 1, and try and really build on those advantages. Just with that skill cap added on top, as well as Water and Yoshi Lover also very good at the types of hidden and more get here style maps. I am not exactly too familiar on the side with players on the side of Iowa as much, but it seems like from their winners bracket match last week, they were up against Massachusetts and did drop down here, putting up a couple of good scores. Like they had, where was it? Like Gush on speed, and as well on the Nomad 2. So that could be a player that they play around. We do see some bans coming in here starting out. New Jersey going for a Hard Rock 2 ban, and Iowa starting out with a DT3 ban.
Yeah, Iowa going to be banning out one of those more aim-focused maps. Obviously, New Jersey does not want to play the small circle map. Now, one thing I am curious about here is the speed picks. Free Mod 3, DT2. I feel like this has been a very consistent theme throughout this weekend so far. There is usually one team that does tend to be a little bit more speed favored that tries to abuse the DT2, the Free Mod 3, and I wonder which team that's going to be here. I don't know that either of these teams is particularly strong on speed. We do get the HD1 ban as well out of Iowa, just waiting on the last ban from New Jersey.
Yeah, going for Hard Rock 2, there is quite a bit of CS5 in this pool, especially with maps like Hidden 2, Hard Rock 2, DT4, Free Mod 2 and Free Mod 4 are all CS5. So right down the middle of the screen. So that could be another one of their bans, maybe going for a DT4 or a Free Mod 4 ban. Just waiting on that last ban.
Could be maybe a Free Mod 2 ban as well, but I would tend to think New Jersey would be pretty strong on the Free Mod 2s. So
Yeah.
we'll have to see.
Yeah, more inclined to the more gimmickier style maps, but maybe the more Raw aim focus. Oh, okay. So they go for a Hard Rock 1 ban, actually.
Yeah, looks like they are just not going to be favoring the Hard Rock mod, and that does kind of leave the Hard Rock 3 open for Iowa now, because New Jersey clearly uncomfortable on a lot of these Hard Rock picks here, so at least one supposedly Iowa favored pick, although we'll have to see how Iowa feels on the HR. And Iowa going to be going for a very quick no mod 5 pick, opting for the gimmick.
Yeah, so this is a gimmick style map. I am actually quite surprised to see this coming out of Iowa here, considering players like Water and Yoshi Lover on the side of New Jersey being quite strong gimmick players. Just seeing their scores on No Mod 5 last week, as well as believe it was, where's that No Mod 5 score from last week? I also might be, oh nope, there it is. Yeah, like Yoshi Lover did FC the No Mod 5 last week, as well as good supporting scores from Miles and Water. Whereas on the side of Iowa, they actually lost No Mod 5 to Massachusetts last week. So different style map. This is quite an interesting map. It's one pattern.
Very risky pick as well. I feel like the gimmick picks a lot of times are going to be the ones you kind of want to save for later, because it's so hard to know how the other team is going to perform on them, especially with how different the gimmick picks are week to week. And so really you tend to see these later on when you're running out of picks. Is very rarely going to be your most confident pick, but it is going to be the first pick for Iowa. And here we go into the first map of the match. We've got Leebs, Lolzep Quan Hitter, and Miles SXL Water starting us off here for both of these teams. And okay, this is a song.
Yeah,
We'll see
this is
how
a very interesting song.
we'll see if Client can handle this one. Not doing great so far. And Leebs has found a miss already. It is a fairly short map.
Yeah, this map feels so much longer than it actually is, because you're literally just playing the same pattern all map. It does get a little bit bigger and a little bit more complicated, but it's essentially the same pattern all map. So it's also just mentally, can you stay in it through the whole map?
Yeah, and right now it is Lolzep against the world. It is 3 FCs to 1 for New Jersey, but Lolzep's accuracy is just about 20% ahead of every single player on New Jersey, and so it's going to keep the score on the side of Iowa, regardless of the combo. And SXL finds a miss as well, not going to help out Jersey's case. They do need to hold these last 2 FCs because Lolzep looks so comfortable on this map compared to anybody else, but so much pressure on Lolzep here, because if Lolzep finds a miss, it's going to be potentially just over. There's halfway. Lolzep finds a really big miss.
Okay, Water's accuracy is not very good here, but it is matching on the side of Quan Hitter. It's going to start pulling back a little bit with Miles's combo, but it is being slightly matched by Leebs. There goes Miles, so this will keep going in favor of Iowa now.
Yeah, and there goes Water as well. It looked like they tried to cursor dance on the slow part and ended up missing. That is what you get, but the accuracy is just so terrible for New Jersey that Iowa is going to be so far ahead here regardless of combo. Quan now finds the miss, but I don't think it really matters. Leebs has recovered nicely, and obviously Lolzep still holding the highest accuracy in the lobby here.
Yeah, 200,000 on a map like this is going to be very hard to come back from, especially we're almost done this map. This is going to be a first point for Iowa on the No Mod 5, which was something that I did not expect to see Iowa taking this first point. I guess with these gimmick maps, it varies so much week to week that a team can take it no matter what. No matter what their score is from the last week, and first point over to Iowa with a very nice 270k win over New Jersey on the first pick. Season D ranks across the board.
Set for Leaves, of course. Got the B rank, no misses there. And honestly, that was a really dominant performance for Iowa. 300k doesn't seem like a ton, but when the map scores are so low all around, 300k is just a massive score difference. New Jersey now do have the pick, and they're going to be looking to take this one back.
Yeah,
Probably going to... Go ahead.
Didn't look like they were going to be very favored on any hard rock type of map. Maybe wanting to go for, looks like they're going to be going to DT1, going to some more mechanics. This song, so okay, I get like some PTSD from summer camp when I was a kid, having to sing this song every day. Yeah, this is a funny map.
I don't know what kind of summer camps you went to, but I think this is a pretty smart pick for New Jersey here, especially considering the DT3 ban for Iowa. They are kind of the two more aim-focused DT picks. Of course, they are fairly different, so we'll have to see how they do.
Yeah, this map has quite a few longer bursts in it, but like not at a BPM that most of these players just flat out can't handle. Like this map just being at 227, and when you have like 16 no bursts at 227 is something very well in the realm of what these players can play. So expecting to see Miles and Siru most likely come in for this map for New Jersey, as well as Dane. Actually, Miles not in. It's SXL, Lolzip, and Revo coming in on the side of Iowa here, just waiting for that last player in from Iowa.
Yeah, and I wonder if we see somebody like potentially Mode coming in here, or it's going to be Leaves instead.
Leaves coming back in for Iowa. Looks like they're going to be starting up in DT1. Only air 10.1, so not up to 10.3 for the DT1, but funny background, yeah.
Yes, we do love data backgrounds. Yeah, Air 10.3, not going to be coming until later on in the tournament here. Should be getting into the map any second now. Somebody has decided not to skip. Very cool. And this is one of those maps that you should expect to see a lot higher combos on, and it is going to come down to a lot fewer misses. Leaves the very early miss. Shouldn't make too much of a difference as long as they can recover. Everybody else is going to hold through the first jump pattern here.
Yeah, and once you get past some of these more longer bursts, quite a standard jump map. Not really too much, just making sure that you're consistently keeping going here.
Accuracy is going to be very even across the board. Leaves, Revo, both finding misses. 3 FCs to 1 now. New Jersey really going to start to run away with this. This map is not that long either. We're already a third of the way through. Lolzep, really the last hope for Iowa on this one. Iowa is going to need multiple misses now, and they're going to need them soon. But there goes Leaves again.
Yeah, just being caught out by the longer bursts, as well as just finding a little bit of a miss aim there. So New Jersey getting through that next burst was key for them, and going to be coming into the last KI section, or the next KI section. SXL does find a miss at the very end of that stream.
Yeah, but not only does New Jersey still have 2 FCs, that was their lowest accuracy ST by far. So honestly, best player to miss for New Jersey here, and they're going to be quite comfortably in the lead, quarter of the map to go. 500,000 point difference. I think it is fair to say New Jersey will be taking their own point here. Lolzap does get the FC as well, but sadly not enough. Actually, there's a really brutal slider pattern at the end. Lolzap does not get the FC. We will have to see about Dane and Siru.
Deer's accuracy is just looking so dominating on this map. Over 99%.
Siru holds.
That last burst was so insane. Just finding just 10 100s. in the entire map, getting 1.16 million. Dane also getting over 1 million points on that map. Although Lulzep did hold on until the very end, the accuracy is like, it's just not enough to bring the score up to that same level. And it's going back over to Iowa's pick now, so they'll be looking to take a point back for themselves.
Yeah, and obviously we are going to have to see Iowa change up their pick style here. There are thankfully no other maps similar to No Mod 5 in this pool. But I wonder if we do just see the Hard Rock 3 out of them, they might not feel super comfortable on it themselves, so we might see something like a No Mod as well, potentially. No Mod 3 has been a popular one, but it is just going to be HR3. Makes a lot of sense here into New Jersey. This is going to be alt/fast aim, depending on how fast you tap.
Yeah, this is, in my opinion, I love Streetlight Manifesto, just an absolute banger of a band. The brass or the big band sound with these vocals, just like it doesn't seem like it would work together, but it works so well together. And yeah, this map, a lot of players will know this map. It's a classic, and
it really is.
They're gonna get to play it right
undoubtedly
now.
One of the best maps in the pool here. Miles going to be coming in. Looks like Iowa sticking with the same roster, and we should be ready to get into Hard Rock 3 here.
OSU needs more Streetlight Manifesto. Thoughts?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we should just have more map sets if everything went numb. It's the only Streetlight Manifesto song you need.
I wouldn't go both. I wouldn't say that. There's a lot of other good Streetlight Manifesto songs, but that just don't have maps or don't have good maps to them.
Yes.
And getting into Hard Rock 3. Do you see Mode coming in for lulls up here on the side of Iowa?
Pretty short map as well, so combo gonna matter a lot more than the accuracy. Leaves again finding the early miss. Leaves always seems to be missing early on here. Again, not gonna matter too much hopefully, but Leaves does need to recover. Day and Miles, Revo all finding misses now, and it's gonna be just even across the board. Oh, and it looks like Mode found a miss as well, so it's actually just gonna be Siru holding the last
I'm not sure what's happening with Dine. We might be seeing an abort here.
Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be a disconnect from Dine. And so we'll be aborted. All the players that have missed, pretty much everyone except for Siru is going to be pretty happy with that abort. Siru, on the other hand, is going to feel pretty bad if he misses early on now.
Yeah, this map has a lot of very nasty aim in it. Like 270, that's 130. Well, okay, like 270 BPM if you were single tapping jumps. I don't know who would be single tapping this. Maybe me, but
I mean, it is only 135 single tapping, so it's not super unreasonable. There's definitely a couple players that do, but obviously for most people, it is just going to be an alt pick. And yeah, looks like Don is back in.
Might be. We're just waiting for Mode to come back. Looks like since there was an abort, we have a P break happening.
Classic. At least we don't have half the players leaving the lobby to go practice during the wait.
Ohio. Anyways. So. Yeah, well, we're just waiting for them to get back in the map.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to get getting back into that shortly. Mode should be returning, we hope. Very long P. We have the live updates from Revo. Mode has left the bathroom. This is very exciting news.
Amazing. He took their call to the bathroom.
As you do.
Yeah.
Good motivational P before the map. And here we go. Attempt 2 at Everything Went Numb. Let's hope everybody who missed early on can do a little bit better here. And already looking better for Leaps. Does not find the miss early on, but it's Mode now as well as Dawn.
Ooh, Miles also finding an early break here.
But so does Revo. This is pretty much going to be exactly how it was before. Siru, once again, the only one holding the full combo into the break. Leaps did last a little bit longer, but the score should go back over to New Jersey as long as Siru can hold. We are very early on still, so it is going to stay close. Accuracy is pretty even across the board as well. This is a very tricky section. Watch out for misses. There goes Mode. There goes Revo. 2 down for Iowa. Siru as well. Big combo down for New Jersey. But Dawn is right there with the big combo, backing them up.
Yeah, Miles is also matching Leaps here. So that's going to cancel each other out. It's just dying above everybody else here. New Jersey pulling away a little bit with another break from Mode and Revo. It's just Leaps with combo on the side of Iowa.
But there goes Mode. Leaves is the last one holding once again, and this is a pretty short map. New Jersey's already 200,000 points in the lead, and at this point, Leaves is going to need to pull off a miracle. Miles finds the miss. That's only 1 out of 3, though. They desperately need Dawn and Siru to miss if they want any hope of coming back here.
Yeah, and this is the map is the map will go pretty crazy one more time, but this is another quite calm section.
It is, and by the time you see the misses on this really tough section coming up, it might just be too late for Iowa. We're going to need those misses out from Siru and Dawn very early on, and Leaves has to really pop off here in the ending.
Yeah, it's over 300k coming into the ending of the map, less than a quarter of the map. And Siru and Dawn just don't look like they're going to be breaking anytime soon. Here we get into the last set of back and forth jumps.
No, and even if we were to find the misses now, it is far too late. Even Miles has recovered, and it's going to be a break point for New Jersey here. Just such great combos from Dawn and Siru. And nearly enough C out of both of those players, actually, as well as Leaps.
Yeah, New Jersey. Everybody's just taking their own points right now. 2 players, actually 4 players in this match only finding 1 miss. Leaves, Revo, Siru, and Dawn. Only finding 1 miss. So very solid plays out of all of these players, actually.
Definitely, but I think unfortunately for Revo, did find some slider breaks as well, so it is going to have just a bit less score than the rest of the 1 miss players. And New Jersey is going to look to consolidate this break point here. And we might just see them go for another DT. I would not be surprised. Maybe we see something like a DT2 Fremont 3 after that DT1 performance. They are going to be a little bit faster, obviously, but they looked pretty dominant on it, and it's going to be the DT2. No surprises here. I think New Jersey knows exactly what they want in this match. And I do expect to see pretty similar rosters to our DT1 pick.
Yeah, so XXL, SXL coming back in for New Jersey. We do see Gush GH 0824 coming in on the side of Iowa. Was performing very well on the more tapping focused maps in their last match. And this map starts out with a bit of finger control, but then you move right into the stamina and very long streams at 237 BPM. So just a little bit, just slightly faster than the DT1 that was just played earlier.
And yeah, I think you're going to want to keep your eyes on Lulzap on the side of Iowa. Was just really did well on the DT1, which is also fairly speedy. But New Jersey has looked so good on those kinds of picks, and it's pretty much like I mentioned at the beginning, New Jersey is really just going to abuse these speed picks. There's so many in this pool. Here we go, New Jersey looking to solidify their lead here.
Ooh, Zero with a early break. Not going to be FCing the DT map this time around, but the real story is going to come once we get into these really long streams, and here we go.
Yeah, and right now it's just going to be SXL versus Gus. Everybody else has found misses. Don especially really struggling with these streams, dropping a lot of hundreds, finds another miss. And that should give the advantage back over to Iowa because of the accuracy. It's going to take time to go over. And does it even go over? Iowa is so far behind in accuracy.
Lulzep all the way down at 83, as well as Revo down at 86, 87. Dine, like everybody on New Jersey is holding above 90, whereas it's only Gus holding above 90. Despite them full comboing is not going to be bringing back the score all that much. And there goes Gus, so this is going to go just straight over to New Jersey with Sierra and SXL holding on to these combos here.
Well, everybody misses, but it's just going to be full combo resets across the board. And that's just going to be another point for New Jersey here. Another very dominant performance on these speed picks. Siru finding one last miss to close it out, but it's not going to matter. And New Jersey is going to be up 3-1 now. Iowa with the next pick. And this does mean Iowa is going to be needing a breakpoint at some point throughout this match if they want to come back here. And yeah, SXL is just combo gaming hard.
Yeah. 91% with only one miss. I must have found one or two slider breaks with those 50s, but lots of combo gaming to be had on the board. The 2C ranks on Iowa with some decent combo, but yeah, Sear and SXL really performing there, as well as Gus. Shout out to Gus, even though they lost the map on Iowa. Top score in the lobby. So definitely performing very well on that map.
And what do you pick if you're Iowa here? You don't have any Hard Rocks left to pick. Maybe you go for something like a No Mod 3 or a No Mod 4. I don't think you really want to go for the DTs. HDs feel pretty coin flip.
I'm wondering if... So they picked No Mod 5 and No Mod 3. Those are like both somewhat alternate style maps.
I don't know if you can say No Mod 5 is an alternate map. That is a category of its own.
Okay, but like, you can alternate it. I would honestly be surprised if it wasn't No Mod 3 here.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah. And that being more of a standard No Mod 3, whereas Everything Went Numb, the jumps kind of go crazy in Everything Went Numb plus Hard Rock, so... No Mod 4.
Yep, opting for that tech pick instead.
Yeah, this map... I sort of divide this map into two halves. Like, the first half is like your slider aim, No Mod 4, like your typical slider aim map, and then in the second half you really get into the more wacky, streamier type stuff, more tapping focused and irregular stream shapes. So should be interesting to see who comes here. We see Yoshi Lover on the side of New Jersey for the first time this match.
I think that makes a lot of sense for them. Yoshi Lover, very strong technical player here. And it looks like Iowa is going to be keeping their lineup pretty much the same. Leaves coming in, Dawn back. And this is the shortest map in the pool, so every miss is going to mean a lot here. And accuracy shouldn't really play that much of a factor unless it's abysmally low.
Yeah. And yeah, this is it short like you said, but also packs a big punch with all the different types of sliders and streams that it'll throw at you. Sephead such a great artist for the more techie stream types of stuff. You think of stuff like was it parallel something? I forget the name of the map. It was an OWC, but public parallel, I think. But getting into Nomad 4 here, Iowa looking to bring this to 3-2 or 2-3.
Yeah, you really can't afford to drop another breakpoint as Iowa. Going down 4-1 on New Jersey's pick is just such a bad feeling for Iowa. So hard to recover from, and this is going to be a really important point for them here. Here we go into the first hard section coming up. And nobody going to be finding the first miss early on. There goes SXL actually. Off to a good start for Iowa.
Yeah, they're still holding on to 3 full combos here.
Yeah, SXL dropping again. Seems to be struggling quite a little bit. And there goes a third time. Struggling a little bit on accuracy as well. And it is really just Miles and Yoshi Lover, both at 99, keeping this match close. If we do see a miss from Iowa, that score can definitely come back. But SXL needs to stop missing. This is a 2v3 right now. There goes Lulzep. Big drop from Iowa on the slow section. And this ending is so tricky. I expect to see a lot more misses here. There goes Yoshi Lover.
Yeah, this is just going to keep going in favor of Iowa as long as they keep holding. Lots of big bursts coming in this section. Do you see another miss from Yoshi Lover?
They both hold on to that stream. There goes Leeds. The Revo holds.
This could start coming back. Miles is holding on.
Yeah, but they still need Revo to drop if they want to come back, and they're just running out of time. The map is so short, and it's going to be a 200,000 point difference for Iowa. They are going to be taking their pick, it looks like. Even if Revo misses, it is just over. SXL and Yoshi just do not have the combo. And Revo.
I don't know if there's enough time. It's closing. No. There's
definitely not.
Oh, that was so close. Miles held on for the FC there.
Yeah, and really, if Yoshi Lover had held on for another 150 combo there, it would have been enough. But Iowa going to be getting a much needed point on their own pick. New Jersey probably just going to go for free mod 3 here after 2 pretty dominant performances on speedier picks. And Iowa, I think, is going to have a very tough time taking a breakpoint off New Jersey on the free mod 3, assuming it does get picked. And what that means is that New Jersey's last pick, whatever it is, Iowa's going to have that one chance to get a breakpoint off of New Jersey. And so pretty tight window for them.
I honestly think they go free mod 3 into no mod 2. Like, I think that's their best option here, most likely.
Yeah, I do think so as well. Just stick with all of these more tapping focused picks, whereas Iowa seems to be doing a little bit better on these kind of technical aim focused picks.
With Sean Lotus, they're going for hidden too.
Okay, this seems like a, well, should see Yoshi Lover in for this one, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Yoshi Lover and Water should be in for this one, I believe. Very strong hidden players. This is quite the flowy map as well. Really focusing on flow aim and some sliders and some reading elements as well.
Yeah, I'm honestly a little bit surprised by this pick. I feel like throughout this tournament, New Jersey has been at least decent on the HD2 picks. We know they have at least a couple of players for it, but Iowa feels it's their best pick. And so that's what we're getting. And I do think this is the first time this map is being played so far in semifinals. Mode going to be in for Iowa. Oh, of course, it's this song.
Yeah, this
took me a second, but once you hear the song, it's pretty hard not to recognize.
Yeah, and they're getting into hidden 2 here. One of those CS5 maps. So
yeah, and I would say this is going to be kind of a little bit more gimmicky compared to your typical HD2, and so that might help out New Jersey a little bit as well. And Leave's gonna find a very early miss. Really, we shouldn't be seeing too many more misses. The song doesn't start to get hard until after the first break, and here we go, into the big flow aim section. Mode gonna find a miss now. Iowa struggling early on. There goes Leaves. Water is gonna trade it back. Trade definitely gonna be favoring New Jersey here.
Yeah, it's Yoshi Lover and Miles just looking much more comfortable than players on the side of Iowa. Although Water found that early break, it's just not going to matter. It's just Lulzep holding the full combo on the side of Iowa here. And
yeah, and
building up a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, but look at the accuracies as well. Leaves and Mode are both struggling so much. It looks like Iowa is just putting all their eggs in the Lulzep basket and hoping for a Lulzep 1v3 here. Problem is, when you have players like Yoshi Lover and Miles who can also play the HD2, there goes Lulzep. You can't really do that, and the HD2 pick, not looking great so far here.
Well, this was New Jersey's pick.
Oh, you're right, it was. All right, it's looking pretty good then.
Yeah. Oh, they both go on the same pattern, but no, I don't think Leaves' combo is going to be enough to bring it completely back over.
I mean, we'll see. Leaves is holding for now, and there's a ton of time left in this map. If Leaves can hold, then it's definitely going to go back over, but the question is, can Leaves hold? Has been struggling so far. There goes Miles and Yoshi again. New Jersey struggling to keep up combo. The ending of this map is so brutal, though. I'm gonna be surprised if Leaves can hold through the ending. But that is what Iowa needs here. There goes Water again.
This is actually starting to come back. This could be the foretold breakpoint that they need. Oh, but there's a three-way miss on the side of Iowa right there. That is not good for them, and it's gonna just... The score is not going to come back anytime soon now.
No, and Yoshi Lover and Miles have now had a chance to recover. Even Water is starting to build up that combo again. We do still have a third of the map to go, though. If we see chain misses from New Jersey, Iowa is not out of it yet, but they're all going to need to pick up some big combos towards the end. It's another miss from Leaves, just not what they need right now.
Yeah, Miles and Yoshi Lover have recovered very well to be building back up another score lead back up here, and looking like they're going to be still a third of the map though. Although I'm not sure how much time there is for if Iowa want to come back here. Another miss from Miles, but
yeah, but I think at this point Iowa is just out of time here. Yoshi and Water are there. This ending is really hard. We probably just see everybody drop. Water actually holding on as well as Lulzep. Surely nobody else sees the ending. We will see.
I believe in Water.
Okay. Both Water and Lulzep still going. Obviously, this is going to be a point for New Jersey. The question is now, can all these players hold? And there goes Lulzep. Water, last one standing here.
Yoshi Lover also building up a good combo to the ending, but it's over 300,000, so looking so good on the side of New Jersey. And here we go.
And Water hits it. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, there goes Water. Finally.
What was that slider break? Oh my goodness.
And yeah, these are just really good scores all around on this side of New Jersey. Obviously, Yoshi Lover with an impressive 500k, but that was a team effort for them and going to be a pretty decisive point over Iowa once again. Iowa, maybe now they do go for the No Mod 3.
It's a pick that I've been looking for them to go at for a while now. It is their pick. Another pick, if they're going for alts, maybe DT4 is a gimmickier DT map. It's AR7. They're going for free mod 1 actually. We're going to see a Shama scramble.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit more of a techier free mod, so makes sense considering the No Mod 4. I'd say it's probably the most somewhat similar map to No Mod 4 in some sense.
Sure. This map, it does have like a few techier sections, but overall it's actually quite a standard map when it comes to like just jumps and some streams. But it has obviously like a few techy sections, but not overly techy, not full on No Mod 4 type map.
No, and honestly, I do not expect to see any overmods here.
No, probably not. This
But-
map is standard enough that I would be expecting just the Ooh, Bowie's saying this is literally No Mod 1. I do somewhat agree with that.
That is fair.
Yes. But also a banger. Like, I was little does everybody know, while the countdown was happening, I was just actually like jamming out and singing Oshama Scramble. It was a great time.
Sounds like, are we going to be getting a last minute sub from New Jersey here? Don possibly sitting this one out?
Might be SXL coming in.
Yeah, very possibly.
Has been performing pretty well this match, so yeah, SXL needs invite, so yeah, there's XXL. SXL.
One of these days.
This is what happens when you've had so many orthodontic procedures done. You can no longer pronounce S's and X's in the same time frame.
Yeah, what do we think the mods are for each of these teams here?
Pretty sure we're seeing the Hard Rock going on Siru here for New Jersey, as well as Revo possibly, or Leibs.
Yeah, I feel like I expect to see that more on Leibs, but the chance Revo takes it as well. I feel like we're probably going to get Revo on the hidden though.
Yeah, as well as Miles most likely on the hidden.
Sounds right to me. We'll find out shortly as we get into Free Mod 1. And not quite. It's going to be Siru on the hidden. SXL going for hidden Hard Rock, actually, only over mod. So New Jersey is going to have a slight mod advantage if SXL can hold on to their combo. And it is going to be Mode on the hidden, Revo on the Hard Rock.
Yeah, actually not surprised to see someone take a hidden Hard Rock on this map, although SXL finding quite the chain miss on that first stream there, so not looking too good at the beginning, as Iowa is going to be taking an early lead.
And honestly, it should be pretty even. For now, the Hard Rock players on each team are just kind of trading chain misses, both really struggling on this map. Does make a lot of sense. This is undoubtedly a very hidden / no mod favorite free mod pick. And so a lot of pressure is going to be on these hidden players to pull off good combos here. And honestly, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, getting into the vertical sliders, really actually quite possible to see lots of slider breaks. There goes Miles and Mode on the hidden and the Nomad respectively. We see a lot more misses there. It's just Siru on the hidden and Leibs on the Nomad holding through that first half of the map.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very favorable trade for New Jersey. Siru on the hidden's FC is going to be worth just a little bit more than Siru, so if Siru can hold on to this full combo into the ending of this map, it's going to be looking really good for New Jersey. The score is anyone's game, though. SXL finds the miss coming into the end.
Yeah, SXL struggling more on the Hard Rock than Revo right now, is making the difference and shoving this score on the side of Iowa, coming into the last PI section.
Leibs almost misses that stream, but does hold on, and that's what matters. One last really tricky dump section here. There goes Miles. Iowa is going to be pulling out ahead, but Siru is still holding. Leibs gone. Mode as well. It's only Revo, and Siru could bring this one back. I don't know if there's enough time with XXL missing. I think it is going to be a point for Iowa. Revo has just enough supporting combo to close this one out. And despite Siru's best efforts, Iowa is going to be taking their own pick here. 4-3 now. And Iowa still looking for that break point.
Yeah, SXL and Miles found some really crucial breaks at the end that just confirmed the victory for Iowa. Leaves finding only a slider break, finding the S rank, and then the one miss on mode with the hidden, and as well as Siru with the FC.
Yeah, I have to be. Yeah, really nice play out of Leaves holding on for just long enough to match Siru's score. But there is the FM3. No surprises. The pick I think we have been expecting for a while here. And I think this is going to be a really tricky one for Iowa to take. But we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, this is the stamina speed map. The myth. This is a Myth-U map. Almost 5 minutes. This is just over 4.5 minutes. 220 BPM. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, this map is painfully long, so we might see people getting a little bit worn down and dropping combos quite a bit more as we get later and later into this map, and just means the early combos are going to be that much more important for both of these teams.
Yeah, I think it's really just going to be about who can hold on into these once the longer stamina streams come out. I wouldn't be surprised to be seeing Siru go back on the hidden, as well as Dying coming in for New Jersey, as well as Gung coming in for Iowa here.
I do think that would make a lot of sense. Miles in as well now, and it looks like it's going to be Revo actually in for Iowa, so Lozep not going to be in for this speed pick.
Yeah, but I'm really looking at Gush here to be
Gus.
Gus. Yeah, sorry.
There we go.
Yeah. To be really the performer for Iowa here, and as well as free mods, so we will be seeing mods on the speed map. Dying taking the hard rock, Sear on the hidden, and Revo back on the hard rock mode with the hidden.
Yeah, and these speed maps do tend to be a little bit more balanced between the hidden and the hard rock, so we should be seeing the hard rock players struggle a little bit less here.
Yeah, there is a bit of aim at the beginning of here, but not anything that these players can't handle. And they're probably putting Gus on the no mod here just to ensure their comfortability is okay.
Yeah, that plan not working out for them so far as Gus finds the first miss and actually right before the speed section. And honestly, not that big of a deal. What is going to matter is when we start getting to those faster streams, who can hold those combos. And after this break, we are going to start getting into a little bit longer streams, and this is where we're going to really start seeing who can play the map. Mo going to find a big drop. Accuracy as well as the combo. And these 3 FCs for New Jersey here.
Yeah, it's actually very good accuracies across the board, except for Dying on the hard rock right now. Revo really outperforming Dying on in the accuracy department. Miles and Sear still holding very high accuracies.
And yeah, Revo is going to be a shining light for Iowa for here now. Pretty good person to have it on. Your hard rock player is the most important FC you have on your team, and Don finds a big drop, is going to give Iowa potentially a way back into this, but they are going to need another miss from New Jersey at some point. It is still 2 FCs to 1. Mode and Gus both recovering very nicely. We are starting to get into some of the longer, more stamina-intensive streams. There goes Don again on the hard rock. And the score bar is slowly going back over with all the Iowa players recovering, but there goes
Gus.
Miles as well as Gus, and very favorable trade for Iowa. It's now 1 FC to 1, and it's going to be Revo versus Siru. Revo's FC is going to be worth more as well on the hard rock, and there goes Siru. Such a massive miss, and all of a sudden, Iowa has a huge advantage here going into the last half of the map, and the longer Revo holds, the bigger the score lead is going to be, and essentially, as long as Revo holds from now, New Jersey just has no way of coming back, but there goes Revo, and all of a sudden, it's everyone's game. Luckily for Iowa, they do have mode with the highest combo left in the lobby right now at 700, still pretty far ahead, but New Jersey definitely has some chances here.
Yeah, It's just about 40,000 points here. Coming into this 1/3 aim section.
You really should not be missing on the aim section, especially if you're one of the players holding the high combos on your team. You cannot afford it. And the ending is such tricky streams. There's going to be so much pressure on Mode, especially. If Mode finds the miss, all of a sudden, combo is back in favor of New Jersey.
Yeah,
and there goes Mode.
These more spaced out streams are so tricky with Hidden. See, Mode breaks, Zero breaks right at the end of the stream. Miles and Dine have the 600 combo.
Yeah, Revo not far behind at 500 though, and so the combo is going to be pretty even, but it's only 30,000 point difference. New Jersey should be able to flip this one over. Siru chain missing, not going to help, and there goes Dane. That's such a big drop. Revo trades it, but that's going to be big advantage for Iowa. It is now Gus versus Miles. The player between these two who holds on for the longest is probably just going to be the winner of this match at this point. Both on the Nomad.
Dine is also finding some crucial breaks here that is not helping their score come back over.
And this is still anyone's game. New Jersey is not that far behind, but they are running out of time. Gus needs to find the miss soon.
Well, Mode is also recovering now.
Yeah, and is this going to be the breakpoint that Iowa needs? Not the one we expected, but if they get this breakpoint, they are right back into this match, and they are looking so strong into the ending. Siru finds the miss, and it is going to be the breakpoint for Iowa here. All of a sudden, this match is all tied up, 4-4.
Oh, Miles was trying to hold on to that so bad, but was being matched perfectly by Gus into the end of the map. We also saw that massive combo from Revo on the Hard Rock in the beginning. I really feel like this map came down to those two Hard Rock players on the top there. See 100,000 score gap between Revo and Dine in the end.
Yeah, that's exactly all it came down to. Hidden and Nomad players both matching each other, and it's just Iowa had the better Hard Rock, and Iowa has the next pick now. So they do still have a couple options. It is the free mod the Nomad 3 that we have been talking about. That's potentially a pick for them, but they haven't picked it so far. There's also a chance they opt for something else, and they're just not going to touch the Nomad 3 at all. And the other thing for New Jersey is they have just been speed up using Iowa pretty hard so far, and at this point they're kind of out of speed picks. There is, of course, the Nomad 2, which is pretty tapping intensive, but in terms of pure speed, New Jersey is out of options here, and so they're going to have to change it up with their next pick as well, and going to be putting some pressure on them to find another skill set that they have over Iowa.
Iowa did so well on tech. They're actually going to be going for Ashes of the Dawn here. They're going for the Dragon Force song.
Ashes of the Dawn, free mod 2. This is going to be the anti-mod pick, which means we are going to have one player AR8 hidden, one player on CS 6.5 Hard Rock. And I wonder if we see any easies on this.
I would be surprised.
Yeah.
But definitely not out of the realm of possibility.
I don't think so. I think for the most part, these kind of streamier picks, free mod picks, do tend to be fairly easy to read on the easy. So it is definitely possible if there are any easy players. I want to say Lalzep plays some easy, but I could just be making things up. And yeah, this is going to be the first free mod 2 pick of the round, so honestly not 100% sure what to expect on this one. And I do think we are going to be seeing very similar lineups here, Don and Revo. Probably going to be the Hard Rock players here. And honestly, I definitely think there's a small chance. The chance is small, but I'm going to keep hoping that we have Lalzep on the easy instead of the Nomad.
I think Water would be taking Hidden here for the ARA. Performs so well on Hidden too. You gotta think that Water would be playing Hidden here.
I think you are spot on that one. But this is going to be another very key point here. If Iowa takes this, New Jersey has the next pick, but if Iowa loses another breakpoint here, they're going to have a very tough time in their next pick. Into free mod 1 now. We should be getting into it any second.
Yeah, and this is another very long map, over
There
four
it
and a half
is.
minutes again.
Walls up on
Into
the easy.
okay, we love to see it, and they're
Ah, we
actually
really
over
do.
modding.
They are. And I have to cheer for Iowa now. Okay, there goes Revo. Early on, this map is so long, it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah, this quite the quite the bursty map. Not necessarily the from what I remember, not as much stamina, but definitely quite a bit of bursts throughout this map.
There are, and the one thing that about easy is because of the easy multiplier, it is pretty costly to miss on the easy compared to the other mods in terms of score, although it is the 2 times multiplier, so Lulzep is going to have effectively the same score as Miles, but Miles, Water, Revo all finding misses. It's going to be a big trade in favor of Iowa here, and despite New Jersey seemingly having the higher score, it is actually Iowa currently in the lead. Keep in mind, you do have to double Lulzep's score, and so map is always going to be a little bit more in favor of Iowa than the score shows.
Dine is still holding onto the full combo for New Jersey here. That's really their last hope.
But there goes Mode
goes
as well. Lulzep versus Don as well. And honestly, Don is the best person to have your full combo on. Hard Rock FC is worth so much if you can get it, but there's so much of this map to go. And Lulzep, of course, going to have a very big accuracy advantage over Don here, but there goes Mode again, and it's now New Jersey with the combo advantage.
If Revo is able to recover here, their accuracy is so good that it's going to make up for a little bit of the score lost from the combo.
Yeah, and the score finally flips back over to the side of New Jersey here. They really need Mode to recover because everybody on the side of New Jersey has recovered. And so they're probably going to need a couple misses out of New Jersey here. We are approaching the halfway point. You really can't afford to miss here for a day, and this is the worst place in the entire map to find a miss. There goes Mode. Was the low combo already, so not going to be too much of a difference for Iowa, but New Jersey is building up so much, such big combos that they are going to be running away with it. And there goes Don. That's the FC down.
Yeah, this is going to start coming back. Miles and Water have recovered so well. Mode drops again, but I don't think it really matters too much at this point. Water and Miles are going to be holding off Lulzep on the easy.
They're not. The score is back in favor of Iowa with the 2 times multiplier on the easy. It's only about 10,000 points, but it should be in Iowa's favor any second now. And if Lulzep can hold the FC, the score is going to be worth so much. Only at 200,000 points, still has a potential 300,000 score to be gained. And if we see Lulzep's hold, their score is going to skyrocket towards the end of this map. These are the toughest streams in the map. Everybody needs to hold. So much pressure on Water and Miles as well. Who is going to be the first to miss?
Revo also building up a lot of combo here throughout the stream section.
It's going to be Don, but that's not one of the important combos. There goes Miles. That's a big one, and Iowa is going to start running away with this as well. They are so far in the lead now. It's a 200,000 point lead for Iowa here.
Yeah, Water needs to hold on if there's any chance. There goes Revo. That's going to be a big break on the side of Iowa. And Water...
Oh, Water as well. And you love to see it. Lulzep on the easy. I could not be more pleased with this performance from Ottawa. This is just going to be a Lulzep carry.
Power of the easy mod.
That it is. And honestly, at this point, Lulzep just has so much score that I think New Jersey is out of time, and New Jersey is going to be down 5-4 on Iowa on match point after New Jersey led the whole match here.
Another break from Dime coming into the ending. There goes Lulzep, but it's not going to matter. The score is going to be enough with the multiplier.
Yeah,
what a play from Lulzep.
Going to be more than enough. And at the end of the day, I believe that is a win of about 230,000 points for Iowa. So pretty decisive for them.
Look at this guy doing mental math.
We do our best.
Yeah.
And lots of pressure on New Jersey now. Obviously, they do have the pick, but I feel like New Jersey has kind of used up all of their obvious picks that you'd expect them to be really favored on. And so it's going to be a lot tougher. And I expect they're going to take a little bit more time deciding their last pick here. And yes, Revo and Water as well, both performing incredibly well on the Fremont 2, but unfortunately, no match for Lulzep CZ.
Yeah, New Jersey was looking good on the speed picks early on this match. Out of speed picks at this point, I really don't think they go for DT4. I really expected Nomad 2 here.
See, I was thinking that as well, to just stay with the topping picks, but after losing kind of decisively on Fremont 2, which is the other stream pick, I'd be pretty surprised, but it is going to be the Nomad 2 anyways. Paradise Ghost. And this one, of course, is going to be 200 BPM, so it is going to be slightly faster than the map we just played. But should still be a pretty comfortable BPM for all these players, and it's going to be much shorter, so a lot more difficulty in terms of the raw streamability, and going to be a lot less consistency to worry about here.
Yeah, really looking at Gus here as the standout player on Iowa, has been performing so well on the speed and stream picks. Revo and Lulzep as well. Definitely no slouches on the streams. There were quite a few streams in that last map, and they played them very well.
And honestly, this feels like such a coin flip pick for New Jersey. It could go either way.
Like if New Jersey picked this like as their like second or third pick, I would be saying that this is going to be a landslide for New Jersey. Now, after the last two maps that we've seen, like I would almost say that Iowa can take this probably. This is a very short map as well.
Yeah, Iowa definitely has the ability, but whether they can pull it off remains to be seen. Lulzep, of course, looking amazing on that last pick. It's going to be lacking the easy this time, so we'll see if they can continue to put up a good performance here. And we are going to be waiting a second on one more bathroom break for New Jersey. And there has got to be so much pressure on the New Jersey players. I feel like when you're on match point and you're down by a ton, you kind of just have nothing to lose, so it's easy to forget the nerves. But when you've been leading the whole match by 1 point, and you end up losing 2 points in a row, now on match point yourself, have to be so stressed here. And as we get into Nomad 2, we will see potentially the last map here. It is on New Jersey to keep themselves in the tournament.
This is so suspenseful, just building up here, and then it goes right into the streams.
And there is going to be a tiny bit of aim before we get into the streams, but once you get into the streams, they do not stop. And here we go.
Get into the stamina, 200 BPM, quite spaced out here in some parts.
And it looks like everybody except for Miles holds through the first section. Dawn is well on the map. That's a disaster. The map is so short that those misses are going to be really big. We're almost halfway through the map already, and Siru is going to need to put up an absolute huge performance. Dawn misses again. You really can't afford to be chain missing. Lulzep finds the miss now, but New Jersey is probably going to need 2 more misses at this point if they want to come back. The score lead is so big already. Miles missing as well. There goes Gus. That's going to be huge for New Jersey, but there's still Revo holding, and they need a drop out of Revo. Lulzep and Dawn going to trade. Honestly, not going to matter too much, but there goes Siru.
Revo is holding on like a beast in this map. 99.42% accuracy coming into the end here. Holding through all of those streams.
And
oh
with
my goodness.
Break, we only have a quarter of the map to go. Iowa is 200,000 points in the lead with Revo still holding. This is probably going to be it unless we see a complete meltdown out of Iowa. But it seems like New Jersey has fumbled with their last pick. And Iowa after being behind the entire match, going to be taking this one 6-4 here as Revo closes out the match with the FC. Can they hold on into the ending is the question.
Yeah, this map has no more very stamina heavy streams. Oh no, does find a miss on the very last one. Oh, you hate to see it, but 910k is just gonna be far above the rest of the field here, leading their team to victory going into the second round with a date with SoCal.
Yeah, very well played to both teams, but if we can take a look at the bracket here, Iowa has a little bit of a nightmare ahead of them. SoCal, obviously a very scary team to face in losers bracket. They did drop their one match to Washington, having a bit of an off week, but last week against, I think that's Georgia, they were right back to their usual selves, looking extremely dominant on so many maps. And so Iowa gonna have a very tough match ahead of them, but we have seen SoCal be upset before, so if they do have another bad day, it is definitely possible for Iowa here.
Yeah, just Iowa just proving that they can take what was said about them before and just going with those tapping picks that were being picked. Didn't look so great earlier on the DT2, but once the Fremont 3 and the Nomad 2 came out, it was all theirs coming into the end of the match.
Yeah, and I think that is going to be it for tonight. Stay tuned for our next match. It's going to be a very exciting one. New York versus Texas, 18 UTC tomorrow. So, well played again to both teams. Thank you, Juno, for commentating with me today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good night.
Have a good night.